Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
It's William and Andrew here from Allegory Gallery. Thank you for joining us. We are starting late today. We apologize for that, but we were having so much fun with some of our creative friends here today that we couldn't stop. You ever get into that? You have friends over and you're just dreaming up things and making things and learning from each other, and you just can't stop. So the time came and we were right in the middle of a project. So we finished that project and then came home. So how are you all doing? We had a very good day. We just finished and we started around noon today. And so it was a full day packed with friends and creativity. We worked in polymer clay, and then we moved on to some ring making basics. So lots of fun. We'll tell you a little bit more about that here in a little bit. If you want to know, stay tuned. Norma is here with us. Hello, Norma. We have our friend Duck Duck Bruce, Beth over there. Deborah Kerr is over there on Instagram. Thank you for joining us. Teresa is here on YouTube. Norma's also out there on YouTube. Barbara, hello, Barbara. Barbara Bechtel out there on YouTube. I know, that's exactly, says, hey, it's been a minute. Yes, it has. Michelle has joined in. Hello, Michelle. If you're out there, please say hi. I'm showing about 10 people watching on here and a few people on Instagram. Let's hear from you all today.
Be sure to like and share the post.
Yes, please like and share. We are going a bit late today. We're starting an hour late today, but we think it's going to be worth it because we have some good deals coming up. Like Andrew said, we have Gemstone Strands, $20 and under. Nothing over $20 tonight. And if you get into that, nothing is even 20 so far that Andrew's priced over there. And if you get up toward that $18, $20 range, you're getting some really nice things tonight. So not that they're not all nice, but you know, some things that really should be like in the $28, $30 range are under 20 bucks. So hopefully you'll enjoy tonight.
And if it doesn't sell, I'll be happy to keep it.
Yeah, Andrew's happy to keep anything that doesn't sell from today's show, for sure. Yeah. So Anne has joined us. Hello, Anne. Thank you for joining in. Again, if you're out there and have not said hello, please say hello. Let's break free from the fear and say hello and let us know that you've joined in.
Yeah, you're starting to sound like me today.
I know, right?
Punch fear in the face.
Punch fear in the face. That's what Andrew's been talking about today. Punch fear in the face, everybody. Say hello if you're here.
We were going to have... he didn't want to play along with our crafts today.
No, I was just going to watch. I was going to observe and hang out and not really make anything today. But Andrew made me.
And did you have a good time?
I did have a good time.
Well then.
I made my very first polymer clay mold, and it's primitive, but it's cute. So,
it looks nice.
I'm not a sculptor or a drawer.
Not yet.
Not yet, he says. But I made a little mold that's little stars and rain clouds and stars and rain clouds on my polymer clay. So I can make star and rain cloud pendants now. We'll go down and get the stuff we made in a little bit. So what have you all been doing out there? Have you been punching fear in the face today, everybody? As Andrew has been saying. Hello, Susie. Thanks for joining us. We should have had you over, too. One of these days, we're going to have to get you over here making some stuff.
We finally got it clean enough that people can...
I know. We finally got our house red up enough. That's a very Pennsylvania thing.
It still needs some love and tender.
Yeah, it's still not like if you're a perfectionist or OCD in your house cleaning, we are not there. No. But it's to the point where we're not too embarrassed to let people in. And
again, I'm to the point now where it's like either I have to be okay with people seeing my mask, or I just don't see people.
Right. and we'd rather see people. So that's the way it is.
We did some tidying.
Yeah.
I don't know, the cats have been getting wild lately.
Yeah, they've been stealing things again. When we had house guests, when Lennis was up here with us, the cats were so chill and so calm. And now that she's left, the cats have decided to run amok again.
They regress.
Yeah, they've regressed into their wildness stage. So they've been making their own little messes all over the house. We're trying to keep up with keeping it clean.
Yeah.
Like, we're trying to like keep everything at least where it is, and then add a little bit of cleaning every day, just a little bit more, to break through to the other side, right? And they are making it harder. So we make it hard enough on ourselves. We do not need the kittens and the cats to be making it harder. But we're doing well. I think for the most part, we've held things, held the tide back a little bit, and we are keeping our house to a state where we can invite crafty people who understand, at least, in. And so we had a little session with our friend Sonia today, and hung out with her, and she was interested in learning polymer clay. So
she's been doing some polymer clay on her own.
Yes. She's been doing a great job with it on her own, but she needed some extra tips and tricks. And
I've been working with polymer clay for
30 years.
30 years,
Maybe more. So Andrew's, if you can't hear him, I don't know if you can hear him over the air conditioner. He said he's been working with polymer clay over 30 years. So he has a lot of knowledge to give out to the world. And Sonia being our friend, we're like, yeah, come on down. So they drove like 3 hours to come meet us and hang out with us today. And they just left. So it's been a good day. And we're already planning another trip. So that's great. And then tomorrow I'm working with Barb to try to Barb is probably going to be leaving us soon. Let's just all break that news.
The baby is too seductive.
Yes, her grandbaby is too seductive, luring her away from us.
Correct.
As is Florida.
I'm going to blame the baby.
I'm going to blame the baby. So Barb is probably going to be leaving us very soon. So I am working with her tomorrow to try to do the handoff. She's going to be away for a few days this week, later in the week. And then very shortly, she's going to be semi-permanently moving. Not permanently, but she'll be away for quite a few months, a little bit from now. So we are going to be on our own again.
Well,
but we are now in a different place than we were. So I am not at the store 7 days a week, and I will have time to work on shipping during the day. And that's the plan. So we got to do the full handoff, kind of. We got to see where she has left her notes and combine with some of my notes, and really work on pushing out as much as we can tomorrow to clean up some orders and get me situated for her moving on to see her grandbaby more often. And so,
and we wish her nothing but the best.
Yes, of course.
You know,
we
wouldn't be in this room without her.
No.
So
no.
She's still a part of the AGB fam.
That's right. She will always be a part of the AGB fam. She'll always be part of our extended family.
Whether she likes it or not.
I know, right? Whether she likes it or not. And so, Wednesday, though, then we are heading, most likely, to Baltimore to see the end of the Joyce Scott, right?
Yeah.
Joyce Scott exhibition. and probably going to see our friend Kelly while we're there.
That's the hope.
That's the hope. Kelly's a night person like us, and we're going to be traveling during the day. So we're going to see if we can make a time that we can meet up. I think she's going to come to the exhibition to see us. So
I'm going to try to get tickets because if we wait, they may sell out.
Okay, so we're going to get tickets. We're going to be talking with Kelly tonight. She wants us to call her tonight real quick and just kind of plan that out. Plus, she's looking for a new computer and she's looking for information. So after this, we'll be talking with Kelly real quick and trying to plan to see if I think we're going on Wednesday. It's a quick trip for us generally. It's a nice day trip. And then Thursday, Andrew is leaving.
Is it on Thursday? I need to double check.
You do need to double check because
Either Thursday or Friday.
I think we have it on Friday, but I don't know if that includes your necessary travel time.
Yeah, I don't know what check-in is.
So, yes.
Going to Peters Valley, which is in New Jersey.
Peters Valley, New Jersey, to take a class on what?
Chasing and Repoussé.
With Adam Atkinson. And then he gets back for like a few days next week. And then he's running to Tennessee to see Jem Beauvais, who lives 45 minutes from us, but he has to go to Tennessee to visit and take a class from.
I'm looking forward to it because
Yeah.
I really like Aramont, but I'm just going to say if I could take it
In Pittsburgh,
correct.
you would be taking it in Pittsburgh
Because
that's but it's a 12-13 hour trip. And then after that, maybe he's going to the Enamelist Society conference.
I was supposed to call today, but we got so carried away.
Yeah. If you don't go to that, that's okay.
I didn't get a chance to finish my little paintings that I was going to make to raise money, so I need to hustle.
We'll see what happens. All right, let's see. Some people are telling us what they've been up to. Michelle's been going through her new beads. That's awesome. Norma says, I've been making necklaces today for July's birthdays for my women's group. That's great. That's nice. Anne said, I heard someone use yeet the other day, and I knew what it was because of you. Nice. They're all yeeting out there. Learning and growing every day. Susan is here with us. Thank you for joining in. Teresa was here. Use it in a sentence, right? Oh no, I lost track. Where am I? Oh, Sandra's here. Hello, Sandra from Sweet Pea Gemstones. Thank you for joining in. Hopefully you're settling in, and I saw you found your tools. Hopefully you're finding more of your jewelry things, and everything shows up okay for you. Anne says, good for Barb, sad for you. Yes.
Whoever wants to come in, but I don't know.
Gilbert, he can come in for a little bit, but he will try and jump up here. He says, but I haven't seen anybody all day. He's been hiding in the living room. He does not like visitors until it's like the fourth day, and then he gets used to people generally. Amanda is here. Hello, Amanda.
Downstairs.
He was downstairs. I was surprised he didn't run under the bed.
Because usually that's he goes up to
Yeah,
the
but
bed.
Andrew said he was down in the living room all day, so that's a breakthrough for Mr. Gilbert.
For 4th of July. Oh, I saw a message pop up, and somebody had asked about the order. If you do have questions about your order, please email us, because sometimes we're not on our phones or on the thing all the time, so we don't always see when it goes. And everywhere we have it, it says to email us at info@aliborgallery.com, and that's the best place to see it. And the other thing is I think sometimes people forgot that there is a holiday that just happened, so that also threw the shipping off.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and we've been going through the Barb transition, so some days are being taken up with just going over things, and we're pushing out as much as we can. But
orders going out every single day.
Yeah.
So
There
I
are a
wouldn't
few.
be worried.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not worried, but
Always
as-
just email.
yeah. Also, it is. I know it's hard to ask people to have patience with that kind of thing, but since we are in this kind of a time of transition, and we just finished grand reopening of the store,
Which was a huge
getting
thing.
all that ready, and we've been working pretty much night and day to get that ready. So it's just, you know, it's just us.
Barb was on vacation for a while.
We're just kind of catching up.
Yeah, we're catching up. Once we get caught up,
It'll be great.
it'll be great because I'll be there every day
And
pushing out orders.
We're changing our system, so there's no more made to order stuff, and
We're getting away from made to order.
we're just gonna stock what we stock, and then it's everything. We're working on ways of improving the time, and
Timeliness
cutting
of
down
all
on
that.
inventory, because the inventory is kind of getting bogged down with too much inventory.
Mhm.
So over the next couple of weeks and months, we're gonna kind of do knockouts.
Yeah, you might see some good sales coming up, everybody.
Like this sale.
This sale is a
We got stuff that's like $4. I'm like, how are you selling this for $4? I don't know.
$4. $4 a strand. Okay, let's do it
A
today.
strand, not
Not a
bead.
bead. It's a strand.
So
So
y'all gonna get some treats tonight.
yeah, some treats are coming up.
Goody.
Sandra says, "Oh no, that's too bad about Barb, but good for her. I know you'll miss her. We will.
I know.
We will.
I said, why you leave me?
We will. I'll have to be up there all the time now, but that's okay because that's what I'm here for. Since I took the time off of from being at the store 7 days a week, that was the idea. We've been preparing for this, knowing that it very possibly could happen, because having seen my mom, we know the lore of grandchildren. My mom is with the grandchildren almost every day, so we had a feeling this was coming with Barb. From the moment she showed us the first picture and the light in her eyes sparkled, we've been kind of trying to rearrange things.
Every time I see her, I said, don't leave me.
Yes, he does. And I think he's been making her feel guilty about leaving, but she finally broke the news that it's going to happen sometime soon.
You know, I do have tomorrow to work on her. So.
Who may change her mind. You're gonna beat out the grandbaby? I don't know.
I don't know. I can be real persuasive.
Yeah. Michelle says, I think the heat is killing my connection. Everything has been lagging. I don't know what's happening in the world. The tech stuff.
If you are in a major metropolitan area, that is a valid concern.
Yes.
Because there are heat advisories going out, and people are staying inside and staying in the air conditioning.
And using their computers a lot.
So,
the cell signals around here have been terrible.
It's been very...
I don't know what's happening. We used to have really good cell service here in Ligonier and in Johnstown. Well, that was Verizon. We're not even on Verizon.
An AT&T
Not that I heard of.
I think it did.
But the service around here has been terrible. So I don't know if the extreme heat is doing something. I know 5G. I know 5G is a very short wave thing, so they need more towers and more close proximity. So I don't know if it's the weather's affecting stuff, but it's like that in Johnstown. Everywhere we drive, we have lost bars. So yeah, it's been more difficult. Let's see here. Just hoping that heavy rains and flooding from Beryl are minimal, says Susan. Yeah, I have not seen the weather forecast in days.
In Louisiana, there is supposed to be some crazy flooding going on.
Oh boy. I don't know if Suzanne is here yet. I haven't gotten down here yet to see who else is with us. Let's see here. Susan says, well, best luck to Barb. Thank you so much. We'll pass on all your love. Michelle says, we are still in an extreme heat wave. Oh, there's Suzanne. Suzanne is here. Michelle said, my son and I are going out tomorrow. It's 99 at least tomorrow. It was 103 today. Whew. Looks like rain out your window. Out our window? No, that's just a dirty window. That's the kittens are starting to jump up on the air conditioner, and their little noses are leaving streaks on the glass. So, but no, we have not had rain in a while, and it's not good. Everything is starting to wilt and shrivel. Um, Susie says it's not supposed to rain here. Beryl is going to come up west of PA. We need some rain. We need some rain. Lennis is here lurking. Thank you for joining in. Let's see here. Suzanne says it's not minimal. 10 folks have died. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Yeah, that's really not good. With flooding, that's scary. Yeah, we have not had rain here in quite a while. I don't know when the last time we had rain was. And it's getting very dry here. And it's not good. Plants are dying. Things are starting to have a really hard time. Most of our plants in our flower beds right now are wild plants, wildflowers that are kind of more native to here. So our flower beds, while they are unruly a little bit, we leave them wild a little bit. We have a lot of flowers coming up because they are more of the ones that grow in this region. But we have some catnip planted around in pots and things, and it's all drying up. I'll probably have to run up to Johnstown just to water our flowers at some point outside, because they were having a hard time day to day, let alone missing a few days. Let's see, anybody else out there? What else is everybody up to? So yeah, we had a fun time. I think Andrew ran down to grab some of the things we've been working on. E Wood has joined us over on Instagram, and Sylvia Warren joined us on Instagram. Thank you for hanging out with us today. If you're out there, please say hi. Please hit the share. Please hit the thumbs up. Do all that good stuff. We are coming at you a little bit later tonight. If you think we're still talking from 7:30, no. We started at 8:30 today because we were having a craft-a-palooza with our friend Sonia. And they came down, she and her husband came down and drove 3 hours to hang out to learn some more polymer clay stuff and some ring making stuff. So we were having fun today, both here at the house and at the cottage. So, and of course we can't help but, show off the toys we've got at the cottage. And we're very excited. She's planning to come back and do some metalworking with us for a day or so. So that's exciting. We had fun. Got to hang out more with the cats today. They saw more of us than they have in quite a while, being at home most of the day. So that was nice for me because I usually don't get to see them all day. And so we just kind of hung out in the air conditioning, and we're not at our phones most of the day. So if you've sent me an email, I'm sorry I did not see it yet today. I know I have a few that I need to check on and answer back. Or if you send any messages, we probably have not seen much of it today, other than maybe a notification here and there. So I will get to those probably tomorrow when I'm doing all the shipping work with Barb. We kind of stopped. We stopped at the dollar store to pick up some things for grocery supplies tonight for our dinner. I think we're going to have some kind of fake chicken tenders with spaghetti and some other stuff. So that should be. I am hungry for that. I'm hungry today. We didn't eat much at all today. We were too busy playing. So what else is going on with all of you out there? Other than crazy weather, apparently, around the country. I have not looked at the news or the weather in the last day or so, especially today. Like I said, we were not on the internet much today. This weekend at the store was pretty slow. The weather was very hot. We were in the mid to upper 90s, and it was not good for walking around. We had a few people that that we saw come in. They came in and said hi. Our friend who we met at the local coffee shop came in with her mom, and um, we had a few other people. My friend who makes bracelets came in and showed me his latest bracelet that he made, which was great. And our friend Julie, who we've not seen in a while, she's been very busy. Um, we got to see her and chat with her, and that was really nice. We've not seen her. She used to stop in Ligonier quite often, and we haven't seen her since we closed down the store in Ligonier. So it was good to see her as well. Um, so yeah, it was a pretty good weekend. Not a lot of business, but lots of questions about classes and stuff up there. We're getting more and more attention, people asking us for information about our classes. So I don't know if you saw, I put out a reel that talks exactly about that, about how people can come and take classes. We're trying to get the word out. People are very confused about when we're open or when they can take classes. And the answer is Friday through Sunday, anytime we're open, right? But that's sometimes weird for people, I guess. They feel like they got to make an appointment, or we're like, no, really, stop in, hang out with us, and make stuff. Suzanne says Nancy has COVID. Oh, that's has to be hard. Hopefully, it's a mild version of COVID for her, because I know her lungs, her body probably couldn't take a lot about that. Michelle says, no need to answer the email I sent a few days. I ordered what you had. I never got your email, Michelle. I never got it. I checked. I saw your order come in, and you had mentioned on the live that you just needed string. So I assumed that was what the email was about. But I never got an order after you had made some claims on one of the lots last week sometime. I never got an email for you for anything but claims. So I don't know why. I checked my junk. I checked all through my inbox. I did a search through the email, and I never got an email for you except for email for claiming stuff. So I don't know why, but I'm glad you got everything. That should ship out tomorrow for you, I'm sure. It's insane where I am. A few days ago, it was 116 degrees. Woo. That is wild. That is wild. 90 something is enough. That's way more than enough. Suzanne says, continuing to destash. It never ends. Oh, it does not end. Sorry, yawning. Your little cat face was. I'm gonna blame that on making me yawn. But no, it doesn't. Right? It feels like, and sometimes it feels like you don't get anywhere. Right? You could destash your whole life away, and it feels like you've never even moved anything out. It's already 9 o'clock when you put this up. Amanda says, got red currants today. I forgot how sour they are. It's true. It's true. I haven't had red currants in a long time either, actually. Sandra says, that is exciting about classes. There may be confusion between Ligonier. You had to have an appointment, right? In Ligonier, we had a specific day for classes because we were open 7 days a week. So we picked one of those days, and that was class day. And if we weren't busy, you could always stop by and I could help you with things. If we weren't busy or I wasn't doing other things. So it was kind of always like that. But now, especially in Johnstown, only being open 3 days a week, we don't want to try to force people into just one day when we're only open 3 anyway. So whatever day people can make it there, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Well, my computer just died, so let me restart this. No wonder we're having issues. Hold on, everybody. There we go. That's back up. I don't know why that does that. Yeah, so my photos library on my computer is completely corrupted, and I don't know if I'm going to get it back. Luckily, everything's stored in the cloud, but all my originals that I usually download, I download all the originals to one computer so that it is, they're technically supposed to be safe, not in the cloud. These power surges we've been having, in this room have pretty much destroyed my photo library. So I'm hoping I can repair it, but repairing is not going well. So that's my tech problems right now. But yes, classes, we don't want to kind of force anyone into Friday, Saturday, or Sundays. So we're just allowing people to come in Johnstown and just take classes. The only thing we are kind of asking is if you have a big group, and we're going to need both me and Andrew to be there to kind of manage that, then that's where we're going to ask you to make an appointment. But if it's just you and a friend or a few people, come in, have some fun. But you can also make an appointment if you need an off day. So if you're watching this and you're in Johnstown and you're like, I want to come in, but I want to come in on a Tuesday, and I want to bring 4 people with me, we can do that. We just have to know and make that appointment in advance and all that good stuff. But yeah, so I have definitely some emails about that to reply to tomorrow. So hey, there's Sonia. Says, hey, stranger. Hello. We were just talking about how much fun we were having and how we didn't want to stop, but we had to stop so you could get on the road and we could do our live. But yeah, we were busy with Sonia today, and we were making lots of polymer clay stuff. I thought Andrew was just jumping downstairs to do that. I don't know where he's gone, because we need to get this show started. Sonia says it was a blast today. So Sonia has Junk Monkey Paint and Cauldron and Thorn up in Erie. And so she has been playing around with some polymer clay and wanted an extra boost to her skill set. So she came and hung out with us, and we can't wait to do it again. We have plans soon, hopefully, to come down, for her to come down and get some time in real time at the studio. Most of today was spent at the house just doing that. Just fueled up, making our way back up. Nice. All right, getting my computer restarted here again. Sonia says, you guys are a wealth of knowledge. Mostly Andrew. I played along. But thank you. Yeah, I learned a lot from him, and he has a lot of stuff that he can share and is happy to share with people. You know, we've met people, we were talking about this, we've met crafty people. We know a lot of them, right? And some people hoard their knowledge. And when we are doing a specific process, or, you know, making a specific product in a certain way, sometimes we don't, you know, let that secret out, at least at first. But for the most part, we do our best to share our knowledge as much as we can. We are not people who are afraid of sharing necessarily, or afraid that, you know, people in the same space are going to do what we do. And, you know, that's because if you are creative, and our friends are, when you're making things, everything, you put your own spin on everything, right? You can learn these techniques in a book. You can learn these techniques on YouTube, but there's nothing like talking to a friend who knows and has been through it and has worked through it and has done it, like Andrew said, for over 30 years. He's been working in polymer clay since he was a child. He worked with polymer clay. And so it's one of those things that, you know, we know people can learn this anywhere. So why not share and give people that extra, you know, boost to get their creativity going? We're not people who like to hoard knowledge. And there are people who have taken advantage of that in the past. But it's never hurt us to the point that we stop doing it. And, you know, for those people who do one thing, and maybe they do that one thing and they base their life on that one thing, maybe they have more of a reason not to share. But for us, and for most of our friends who are kind of omni-crafters, you learn something, you use it, and then you take that skill set and you use it in some way that you make it your own. And then maybe you learn something else and you combine the two in a way that makes it your own. A lot of people get uptight about sharing knowledge, and we're not those people. And, like I said, sometimes, yes, the exact process to make a luster pendant, we've talked about it a lot. If people listen enough and look at our the way we do things, and the knowledge, even the photos we share on our Patreon and stuff, you could probably figure it out, right? But we don't tell you the exact step-by-step process for those, because we're making them and we're selling them, and that's kind of the thing that we've developed. But at the same time, if you learn about enameling and you learn about those kind of things, you could figure that out. And so we try to be very open. We try to be very friendly. We try to encourage people. We've always, that's always been our thing, encouraging the community to create. And so if you withhold knowledge from people, people sense that. And like I said, people have taken advantage of our kindness before, but it's few and far between. And we have a really good group of people that surround us now, like Sonia and Matt, who came down. We're not afraid of sharing the knowledge because they do the same thing. It's not like they've not shared knowledge with us in the past too. So, it's good when it goes both ways, and it's good when you find those friends that they're going to take that thing and they're going to go off on their own, and you can't wait. We can't wait to see what Sonia does with all of this. So we're very excited to see where she takes things. Let's see here. When talking about red currant jelly, they're talking, okay, everybody's talking to each other. Sonia says, and the studio was amazing. Yeah, our studio is messy, but I have to say, I'm pretty proud of our studio and the things that we have. It has taken, over 20 years. Like, Andrew's been doing bead stuff for longer than that. We've had our store for going on, 13 years soon? 13 years? But he's been collecting tools and been collecting, knowledge for a lot longer than that. And so, yes, our studio is nice. I'm proud of our studio and what we have. But we've worked very hard for that. And we're, like I said, it's really great when we can bring people in and share the knowledge that we have too. Sonia says, we love you guys. Thank you. We love you too. We wouldn't do it if we didn't.
Yeah.
You pressed.
That I wouldn't have people come in my house.
We don't like you. You don't come in.
Correct. There be no invitation.
No invites. Sonia said, it's heaven on earth for a creative. Yeah, it's really, like I said, it's messy. And in time, that will be healed and that will all work out just like our house.
We just haven't had time.
No,
really.
Time runs, when you're a small business owner, time is not something that is you have a lot of. And
we hit the ground running this year.
Yeah.
And have not stopped.
No, with all the things that happened at the end of last year, the very end of last year, it forced us into a different position, as many of you know, and we have hit the ground running, like Andrew said, all year, and we have not stopped. We are not running blindly. We are putting in systems. We are working on things. Like Andrew said, we've been preparing for Barb to go, so we've been rearranging our schedule and being very careful how we plan the future and what we're doing at the store to make sure that we build in resources to take care of that.
Also, if anybody's local who wants to help me with some projects, one of the projects I want is to inventory our computer line and take pictures of the multiple metals.
Yeah, so if you didn't hear him, if there's anyone out there local who is looking for beads in exchange for a little bit of your time, we can do a trading program. We would love to get our fine pewter. If you see our website, every piece is pictured in one finish. And so we would like to get nice pictures of all the finishes, of all the fine pewter. That's one of the projects we're looking at. Andrew has lots of projects in the studio.
Putting the powder coating.
Putting the powder coating setup together.
Getting that all
making
put away.
Sure tools are cleaned up, and you can learn a lot about care of tools while getting maybe a chance to use some of the tools in the studio. So there's lots of different trades we can do with you. We're not in a position to hire an outright employee for that. Having Barb leave is going to spare up some things, but it's going to help us out more with the loss of my job last year.
We're going into, as hard as we work at the Johnstown location, and as nice as it's been so far, it's still an X factor.
Yeah.
Where we don't know how it's going to be in winter. We don't know if we're going to get pull the same numbers that we did gearing up for the holidays.
Yeah, we have no idea what the future holds for the store, really.
Who knows? It could be awesome.
Yeah, it could be super awesome. We are getting a lot of interest. Like I said, people are starting to ask a lot about classes now that they know we're there. We're trying to do a better job of publicizing what exactly we are doing for classes, like I was talking about. So if we can get people in and generating interest that way, that's great. We have people in town who want to partner with us to do classes, whether it's at our location or their location. And we just have to, we've just got the grand opening done. So we just have to find, build out that time to create those strong connections and see where all that takes us. We have a lot of things we want to do up at the store, even other crafting we'd love to get into. But that all takes time. And little by little, and we've just started a new chapter. So this new chapter is starting out little by little, but we're getting there. And I think we're making quick progress on a lot of different things.
I don't think we could have done everything we have if we didn't have the support system that we do.
No, we have a crazy great support system, like all of you out there, all of our people who are local. We are incredibly lucky, and we never take that for granted, and we hope you don't think we ever do.
No, never.
No, it's one of those things, like, you talk about big box stores and how they don't know their customers. I mean, they know their customers through numbers, data mining, numbers, but they don't know who their customers are. And we're very lucky that way, that we still, when an order comes in, most of the time, we know that person. We met them at a show, they've come to visit the store, they watch the lives. And we build that relationship with people, and do I hope that someday maybe we grow to a point that names are a little bit less known? That would be kind of nice, because that means we're getting more orders, but that doesn't mean we have to lose the way we interact with people and the things we do.
We talk about this pretty much every day.
Mm-hmm.
We pretty much start our day talking about gratitude.
Yeah, we do.
And I know for me, for my own mental health, I function from a much better place when I can operate from a place of gratitude. So I start the day, thinking, all the factors in our lives that help us do what we do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think we're incredibly lucky that we're able to do this. I got word yesterday that another 2 small local bead stores are closing.
It's sad.
So it's not easy. It's not an easy path.
No. No, having a bead store in the world right now is not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. It hasn't been for the last 10 or 15 years.
If we wanted money, we could get jobs.
If we wanted a lot of money, we could just not, have to do all this work ourselves and just work for someone.
Yeah, I used to think that I worked a lot before.
I know. I know.
But, at the same time, I'm super grateful because it does give us flexibility and it
Yes.
does afford us an opportunity to do something that we're passionate about.
Yep.
And that we feel good about.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're moving our business in ways that kind of honor that spirit. Because, I feel like, we were talking today about how we could have kept going as things were and kind of hope for the best. But I think what we're doing now is being really proactive about bettering not only our lives, but also increasing the impact of our reach. Because sometimes it's one of those things where we created a safe space in Ligonier and made friends and set down roots here, and people have come to the store and told us about how much they appreciate us being in the community. But I think where we're going now, we just have a greater chance of having more of an impact.
Yeah. It's very much needed where we are, we think.
And I think it will help. It will help heal an area that, it's healing, but I think what we're doing is we're being a part of the good.
Yeah. We've already had people come in. I've had, people our age, people a little bit older, that they talk about, the actual job they do now was sparked in them when they were a child, right? And we are now in an area where we hope that we can bring in more youth who are underprivileged. And it's a city, so there's more anyway. And hopefully share with them the love of stones and making and crafting and building, and hopefully maybe possibly set some of them on a path where, whether they become jewelers or whether they become, they work in what is it? It just left my brain. Not geography, but anyway, geology. No matter what they do, hopefully that there will be a few that come through and we can spark that for them, because I found my love of rocks actually in Johnstown, visiting the Incline Plane. And the Incline Plane used to have a gift shop where they sold little polished little stones. And I bought a little pack of polished stones and found my very first piece of amethyst in there, and was just I kept those stones for such a long time because they felt good to me. And ever since that moment, I have loved stones. And I thought I was going to become a fashion designer at one point and design jewelry, and now I could. I can do whatever. We have a studio to do it. So,
I was telling Sonia today about how I went to a shop when I was younger, and how that and it wasn't just like a place to sell things, but it was a place for a community to grow, and how that had a deep impact in my life.
Yeah.
And both William and I come from very humble beginnings, and it's one of those things where we're really blessed and fortunate to be able to follow this passion and be creative and help others be creative.
Yeah.
And hopefully be a bright spot for somebody in the future to say, hey,
yeah,
I learned something from them. I said yes when I told myself no. I think that sometimes people think that the messages that you have to receive are these great, big, profound, knock you down with the 10 Commandments in a flaming bush or whatever.
Sometimes it's just the inkling that you might want to try something.
Yeah, and then to do it.
And then just go out and find somebody who can help you do it.
You know, I think that's one of those things. The biggest step is the first step.
Yeah.
You know, saying yes to the possibilities.
So if you're in Johnstown, say yes to come jewelry making with us.
Punch fear in the face.
Punch fear in the face. Lennis says, I am grateful to Andrew for helping me learn how to fix my own mistakes and for his product knowledge.
We had fun.
Yeah, we did have
Glad
fun.
You were able to come up, and we appreciate the help you gave us.
Lots of help. Lots of help.
I know after painting those cats,
I did not want to paint more. I was not going to do it. So
pretty much hit the
we hit the wall.
upper echelon of what I want to paint as far as walls go.
And shelving. Walls and shelving. That was not going to happen if you hadn't come up. So let's just say that. Yeah, there would have been a lot of trays covering a lot of little spots. All right, let me flip this camera around. I'm going to show you what I made today. You're going to get a preview because I'm going to do a William Tries Things post at some point too. But let me flip this around.
I had to condition the clay real fast.
I was wondering what was taking you so long down there.
And of course, I picked the most crumbly one.
Of course.
Of course.
Because I did a pressing of this, but I did it very thin on a thin thing. So I made a mold today that started as a drawing. You'll see more of the steps when I share on my William Tries Things. If you don't follow me on my William Tries Things, that's mostly on Facebook. Instagram doesn't allow long enough posts for me to post on Instagram. So I don't share a lot there. And
you just have to get into the rhythm of it.
Well, it's just because my posts are too long, and it says you cannot share a post with a caption this long.
Well, you just have to get the rhythm of it.
The rhythm of it. It got to build that into the rhythm of everything else.
It's a beautiful thing.
So I can't draw, everybody. And Andrew yells at me when I say that because he's like, everyone can draw. At this moment in time, I am not a good drawer. Let's say that.
Great.
And so I do basic things. I can do very basic. And so I did a very basic kind of storm clouds. So these are my little clouds with little raindrops and stars. And so, thank you. So that is what I carved. I carved this into what was a mold. And then Andrew, real quick downstairs, that's when he was gone, pressed out this, which all it needs to do is be baked in the oven. Oh, lost my name for a second. So we just put a hole in here, bake it in the oven, and that could be a pendant. I don't think anybody's going to want to buy my Storm Cloud and Stars pendants. So I'm not going to... Falling star. So I'm not going to be making a ton of these to sell, but...
you don't know that.
Huh?
You don't know that.
He says, you don't know that.
You can ask the people, do they want?
Does anybody want these? But Andrew did this with some, looks like some mica powders on the clay. Sonia says, I've got lots of sage green junk monkey paint if you need some. You never know. We might. It'd be good in the store color, sage green.
We have to repaint that table.
That's what I was thinking. We do have to repaint that table, and that sage green might be a good.
The table got a little bit.
It got some, it got some dragging along the.
Sorry, I had to lift that by myself at some point. I was like, how did I do this?
Yeah.
I couldn't lift a Chewy box, but I lifted
You lifted a
wall.
whole. You lifted a wall and a table. Yeah. So yeah.
That's called adrenaline.
We might take you up on some of that green paint. Suzanne says, I'd be interested. You'd be interested in this pendant? Maybe.
Did you Sonia, did you notice how I painted the legs of the tables at the cottage with ducky?
Yeah, the legs of I don't know if you noticed that, but they were ducky. The tables we made at the cottage, all painted with ducky. Michelle says, I can't draw, but I can create designs. Yeah, these are the... I guess I could maybe... I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if this would be something I'll do more often, but this one little cloud didn't come out so good down here, so I don't know about that one. But we'll see. We'll see if maybe we'll make some of those. I don't. Teresa says I would be interested. Maybe.
That's tonight's project.
Tonight's project. I got a lot of projects tonight. Apparently, we're going to talk to Kelly. So. I'm gonna be pressing while we're talking. I'm gonna be eating. I'm gonna be eating while we're talking.
Why you be eating? There's no food
He's like, there's no food ready.
So you got time.
You. I'm gonna be consulting on computer talk.
While you press it, it's gonna be. You're gonna use the speakerphone.
You're gonna use this? I hate speakerphone.
Well,
so you're gonna get used to it. Okay, maybe I'll make a few of those pendants.
See how I'm encouraging everyone?
He says, I am encouraging. I really am.
I will help you achieve
greatness. All right.
I
will. All right. I need number 1, Andrew.
Hop on up over here and grab it.
Okay, everybody. I'll be back. One moment. He's not bringing it to me.
Nah, up and down.
There's one.
One,
That's 5.
Here go 1. Here go 2.
2.
Here go 3.
Ooh, that's a nice one. 4. Got 5 here. 6.
7.
Is this in order? Just give it to me. You'll have to pick up one at a time.
The countdown.
The countdown. We don't need that. That's all right.
You don't want the.
That's all right.
Casey.
Oh, I almost smashed that little pendant you made.
It's okay, we can begin again.
This is we can begin again. Okay, where is this? 9, 10, 11, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa!
I'm gonna go to 30 tonight.
We're gonna go to 30 tonight, everybody. Let me turn this off a little bit because I'm getting a little chilly over here.
Buckle up.
Buckle up, everyone. We're going to do this fast and furious like.
And there's going to be some.
Because we're hungry and we got things to do apparently tonight.
$5.
There's going to be some $5 strands. We're going to have some. I think we have some $4 strands.
Correct.
We got some up to $20 only today.
I don't think we hit 20.
We haven't even hit 20.
Yeah,
We're keeping it below 20. 20 just sounds good on a banner, but it's really like 18 and under right now.
Correct. That sounds wrong.
That does sound. I just heard that. That is $18 and under, everybody. $18 and under.
Get the popo.
I know we don't need the popo here.
I'm be like, y'all want to do crafts?
We're on a craft high today. Just join us.
I'm gonna press out some pendants.
You want to get put to work? All right.
I can see now somebody there come to the house and they're like, whoop, whoop. And I'm like, you want to do crafts, y'all?
Do crafts, y'all?
I'm making supper.
All right. Well, we went from 20 people down to 14, so
I started talking.
We gotta get this show on the road. It's getting late. We know. So to purchase from this video, take down the lot number. We're using GS lots tonight. Hopefully we didn't use that here recently. GS1, for example, put that in the subject of an email. Address that email to info@allegorygallery.com. It's up here and also scrolling down here. And hit send. That will put you in line to claim these. This number down here tells you how many are available. So if you want 2 of GS1, put GS1 times 2 in the subject line and hit send. Please send a new email each time. Do not reply to a previous email to send a new one. That'll make sure you get nothing. So just send us a new email each time.
And we're not trying to be mean.
Nope, we're just giving you the rules. You all know. Let's go.
We're ready.
We're ready. I'm hungry. I got people I have to also talk to tonight. Usually after the lives, I'm done. Like done. Not tonight. So, not that I don't want to talk to y'all, but we're going to get this show on the road because I know you all are probably tired too because it's late. We're getting started late.
Having a great time.
I'm having a great time. I just don't want them thinking that I don't want to see them or talk to them.
Well, he does.
Because I do.
He loves you.
I do. This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite times of the day. But today, I had many favorite times of my day so far. We had a good day.
especially when you made your pendant.
When Andrew forced me to make my pendant. See,
I
Amanda's
saw
already
you.
leaving. I'll catch you replay later. Take care, everyone. See you, Amanda. Sorry
She
we
got
didn't get to
kids.
anything. She does got the kids, but okay, here they are. This is $8 a strand. These are, what are these, Andrew? Snow quartz.
You know, those would be great for mullins.
Maybe I need this. I think I need the bright light today. I think the bright light's better.
Wouldn't that be good for a mullet necklace?
It would be good for mullins. These are 8mm rounds, and these strands are 16-inch strands. 16-inch strands, 8mm rounds, snow quartz, $8 a strand only. 5 strands available. Let me get my email up and running here. All right. Let's see here. Okay, let me do it. Okay, get the email up. Make sure I can let y'all know maybe if things are selling out. 30 lots tonight. This is GS1. We've just started GS1 snow quartz, 8mm smooth rounds. Actually, they're about 8.2. 16-inch strands, 5 strands available. We're starting out a little slow. That's a decent price, right? That's pretty good. Only $8 a strand. We're just gonna get some good stuff coming too.
Also, just because it's inexpensive doesn't mean it's not good.
No, we're like on a high today. So you are getting good prices on very nice strands. Just because we're making them inexpensive does not mean they are cheap in any way.
No way.
These are actually really nice strands that we're just giving you good deals on today because we're like, what are we going to do for the live today? Because we ran over time. We're like, let's just give them some really good deals on some nice stuff. Andrew's even having a little bit of a hard time pricing it because we're trying to give you really good deals, but it's hard to price these sometimes. Some of them should be over $20, really.
Yeah, so we're knocking things down, and I'm trying to do the math inside my head.
Yeah, where can we cut the line here?
Well, we have a formula that we use for pricing.
And we're like blowing it out of the water tonight.
And that makes it easy.
So this is fluorite, beautiful fluorite pebbles. And you see this still in very nice quality. A lot of really nice clear stones, translucent, transparent stones in here. Very nice quality. Only $7 a strand. And these vary. So this strand, they're about 7mm. Let's see what these are. These are about 6.5. So around 6.5, 7mm per strand. And these strands are about 15-inch strands. These are about 15-inch strands. $7 a strand only. GS2. GS2 fluorite pebbles.
Is there any stones that people are looking for in particular?
Any stones y'all are looking for in particular? Andrew can see what we've got with us here tonight. We brought home a lot more than 30 lots, so from the cottage. We ran around, grabbed a bunch of stuff, and ran back over here to get started tonight. So if there's something you're looking for, these ones, okay, so these are GS3. They're dyed, but they are some of my favorite ones of this evening. These ones, the blue.
They're so pretty.
They're a dyed quartz or dyed agate. And they are so pretty. Like, look. And of course it's a stabilized dyeing. It's all
So glowy.
they're so glowy. Some of these really deep blue ones I love, but then there's got this you got the stormy gray in there. I am smitten with these, and they're only $14 a strand. They are big nuggets. Like some of these are about 14 millimeters. These strands, I'm going to guess these are 18-inch or 16-inch strands. These are at least 16-inch strands. Susan's asking, do you have tourmalinated quartz? He'll check and see. But GS3, just look, look at these glowing. I honestly, these have been my favorite ones so far that I've seen that Andrew's pulled out all night long. GS3. There's also some. There's one other one coming up soon too that I love. But we've had those I think before at much higher prices. But these we've not had before, and I love them. GS3, $14 a strand, 4 strands available, and then they are gone. That's it. That's all that's left. My computer is really, I'm having a hard time even getting through email. So I don't know if it's going to tell me, because my email is not, it's like the whole computer is freezing up. I think this computer's on its last legs. It's gotten too many shocks from the power outages with the air conditioner here and
I don't know what they've been doing.
the printer.
Sometimes it's like somebody's over there flipping the switch on and off.
I know, it's supposed to have a battery backup, but either the battery is dead or something's not working. There's a glitch in it now. I don't know. But every time our printer in here used to print, it would knock the battery out or knock that computer out. And the battery used to be able to keep up with that, but then it stopped doing that too. So I think the wiring in this office just can't support everything we've got going on. But a long time ago, about a year ago or so, actually more, my backup drive failed. So I don't even have a backup. Luckily, everything's in the cloud. I have everything in the cloud, but I don't like to rely on just the cloud. But computers anymore, Apple computers, are not coming with as much storage space. So more and more relying on the cloud for everything. These are garnets. These are beautiful garnets. These are about 5.5 millimeter round garnets for only $14 a strand. GS4, $14 a strand. Beautiful garnets. I love these. Let me tell you the size of the strands themselves. These are just about, these are, I'm going to say, are 15-inch strands. They're a little bit over 15-inch strands. Our roommate's computer broke that way too, says Michelle. Too many times the power goes out because of heat. The computer finally crashed completely. That's what I'm worried about. That is what I'm worried about. Because I don't think we can invest in a new desktop anytime soon. So that's going to be sad when the desktop goes away. But we honestly don't use it that much up here. I usually use my laptop if I'm sitting because it's just faster. It's newer. Maybe it feels bad, my poor old desktop. GS4, $14 a strand. Only 4 of them available. Michelle says over here they do have power outage because of the heat. Ours is mostly because the air conditioner kicking on and off, I think, is giving it a hard time. I really need to replace the battery and the battery backup probably. I think I can do, I've done a few of those before for my other job before. If I can find the right battery, I could replace it, probably get a new one. It's probably, it could still even be under warranty still, but I have no idea where I'd find that. All right, GS5. These are only $6 a strand. And look at these. These are red aventurine jumbo nuggets. Like, look at the size of these. Jumbo nuggets. These are about 17 millimeters by about 20. That's just a rough estimate of one of them. Jumbo nuggets of red aventurine. And these are really nice too. These are only $6 a strand, everybody. $6 a strand. Hopefully y'all like these. If you like the big chunky stuff, this is a great deal for these. Normally we'd have these probably at $18 a strand or so. $16 to $18 at least. GS5, $6 a strand. 4 strands available. Yum, yum. I like those a lot. They are not my favorite, though. The blue are my favorite. Michelle says, wow, it looks so peachy. They do. Red aventurine often looks peachy colored. So kind of peachy butterscotchy, right? That's what red aventurine. I always think it's orange something because it does tend to me in my eyes look more orange, but they call it red aventurine. But it does have that peachy color. Sandra says it does look peach. Yes, it very much does look peach. In person too. In person too. It's just called red. Very rarely do you actually see it look red. Like we have the red aventurine triangles, those little triangles that a lot of people really love. And they run the gamut. They're kind of ombre effect on the strand. And some are that color, some are more of the orangey color. It never really, that I've seen it looks actually red. Suzanne's been looking for red aventurine. Nice. We've got it. We've got it tonight. GS6. This is one of the most expensive strands. So far, I think the most expensive strand. And this is the one that really should probably be in the $30 range at least. It's doubles. These are nice. Look at these, everybody. Look at how beautiful this carnelian is. These are big, bold, beautiful carnelian. I'm going to call them rondelle pebbles. I don't know. They are pebbles, but they're kind of shaped really well. But I just want to show you the color, the beauty in these. These are carnelian. Look at how gorgeous these are. Look at the deep color and the patterns. These are just beautiful big beads, and they're not too big. Let me show you. This is about 19 millimeters. This one's about 16 millimeters. Let me grab another strand here. It's about 16 and a half millimeters. There's one on here that's really wide, 23 millimeters. So that's kind of the gamut you're running. Look. These really should be like $32, $36 strands. And I will not be sad if these don't sell. Because I'm going to sell them in the store for a lot more. So it's up to you all if you want them now at $18 or if you want to wait until later and ask me about them when they're about $36. You can have your pick. But when they're priced what they're worth, because these are really magnificent strands. I'm not kidding.
Ran a similar strand to this, and it was more.
Yeah.
So you're getting a little bit of a deal.
Yeah, you're getting a deal on these. This last strand here has less of the inclusions, the black on it. If you prefer that, you can request it, but if everyone requests it, we're just going to pick. But I tend to I think probably maybe this strand maybe is my favorite because it has more of the black. I actually like all those patterns in there, but if you want more of just like kind of the carnelian, look at, I mean, that's a juicy strand right there. That is a juicy strand. They're all very juicy. Look at that. That's some stunning carnelian. Let me give you an idea of how long these strands are. These are just about 18-inch strands. They go to the 9, everybody. Just about 18-inch strands. And they are stunning. They are stunning. All right. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good. Let me find the bag. There's the bag. I hope if you like those, you got them. Because like I said, anything that does not sell here, I'm going to gladly put in the store for much more. What they're, not much. It sounds bad. But I'm putting in the store for what they're worth. I'm not like ripping anyone off by just increasing the price. You're getting a deal.
Well, it gives more work.
Because you watch us and you support us this way.
So you get an extra deal.
You get the extra deals. You all know that. That's how it works. We always say, and I've been saying this on reels and posts lately, that people who watch our lives get the very best prices on all of our new drops. You might be, if these go into the online store and you wait for a 25% sale or, like the biggest sale we ever have of the year, you might maybe get these a little cheaper. But for the newest stuff coming in and the latest debuts,
that's how you miss out.
Yeah, you can miss out by waiting.
I'm not trying to make a FOMO.
Right.
That's just science, y'all.
And that's the thing. You can either take the chance of missing out and getting it later at maybe lesser of a price, or you can get it now at a really great price. That's the way it works. Michelle says, wow, 18-inch strand, and for $18, that's crazy. Yeah, and when it's that quality too.
I couldn't do that for that.
No. And when it's that quality, like these beautiful labradorite pebbles that I'm hoping shine on camera as much as they shine in person. Let me move these down the strand because I'm going to hold them all because I think they shine better when you see them shining together. These are these beautiful pebbles. We get these pebbles in every once in a while like this. I think this is probably the best price we've ever put on pebbles like this. $8 a strand. These are really nice quality labradorite.
I mean, they're not like AAA grade.
No.
But for $8.
But for $8, these are like when you're seeing there's a lot of flashes on here. And I'm getting them all tied up. I'm trying not to.
Oh, it's getting real tangled.
I know. Trying not to here. It's these two strands. As they want to be together. I'm trying to get them together forever and never to part. Look, tassels, says Suzanne. I know. Tassels on an $8 strand. What? But look.
That's the kind of tassels I'm talking about. But if you want it.
But look. There are a lot of, and let me give you a little size on here. These are about 4 millimeters by 5.5 wide, and then about 8.5 long. Now that's just a quick estimate because they are all different. All right, there are 5 strands available at only $8 each. Beautiful labradorite pebbles. You could make earrings like crazy and sell them for, I mean, think of it. If you want a quick seller in your booth, you buy this $8 strand, you make some earrings, you price them low to get people there and looking, and you're still making money.
Sure.
You're still making money, and you can make a lot of money on those. So that's GS7, $8 per strand.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about using the whole strand when it's that inexpensive.
Right?
Like sometimes if I have a really nice strand, I'm like, oh well, I'll save a few for myself.
Yeah.
In reserve.
Yeah. But when you like,
when it's $8 for the entire strand.
And let me tell you, labradorite is still the stone that people fall in love with. And so you put those in earrings in your booth and you make them inexpensive for people. They're going to get people in your booth. They're going to get people to be their first purchase with you. It's that kind of thing. You're going to start that relationship with people with stuff like that. And you're still making lots of money on that $8 strand.
You're still making profit.
Yeah, you're making lots of profit on those. I mean, what? You sell the pair of earrings for even $8. You only need one. You sell the pair of earrings for $6. You only need two. So even if you're at shows where you think your minimum has to be, lower, or your maximum has to be lower, you can use strands like that easily. And they're still beautiful stones.
Yeah, natural stones.
Natural stones. All right, GS8, $10 per strand. These are tourmaline. Tourmaline rounds.
I can't find any tourmalated quartz though.
No tourmalated quartz tonight. Sorry, Susan.
I looked them.
These are tourmaline rounds. These are small. I think they're 5 millimeters.
This is a good spacer bead.
Great spacer bead.
Or if you wanted to get a bunch, there's a couple. You can do fuzzy caterpillar bracelet with these.
Fuzzy caterpillar. These are about 14, a little over 14-inch strands, maybe 14 and a half. These would make also great little bracelets.
Y'all remember Chandlu?
Chandlu.
The wrap bracelets.
Those wrap bracelets. People still love those.
And they're like, she didn't invent it. And it's like, well, she made it popular.
Yep. So these would be great if you're making bracelets like this. And, use other beads in between. So you only use half this much for your bracelet. And that's a great way to use those strands. Only $10, 4 strands available.
There are some beautiful black check glass buttons that would go really well with that.
Yeah, it would. We got those black check glass buttons from Friday's live.
Do a wrap bracelet with some. I would do some pearlescent white, I think. Leather.
Pearlescent white leather with a black button and tourmaline rounds.
And maybe gold thread.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Wouldn't it?
That's quite the mix, but that'd be nice.
Correct.
You wouldn't see that everywhere for sure.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, it just depends on your combination of stuff,
Yeah.
So it's, a technique may be similar.
Yep.
Somebody else may have done a version of it, but as long as you put your own spin on the combination station, you can change it wildly.
Yeah. People are going to choose yours over the others. All right. These are a good deal too. These are your basic pebbles, but mix and match strands. Only $7 a strand. 5 strands available. Look at all the different. You've got garnets on there. You've got the red adventurine on there. You've got some amethyst on there. You've got some rose quartz on there. Looks like maybe some regular adventurine on there. Lots of different stones on those strands, and only $7 a strand for. Yeah, these are 16-inch strands. $7 a strand. 5 strands available.
Is anybody claiming anything?
My email's coming up with some, but we haven't sold out on anything yet. Michelle says, I have a bunch of buttons, but I have not used them for beading yet. Not quite sure yet how to.
Use it for our closure.
Yeah, closures. Great way to use buttons. You can make a loop out of your seed beads. So
I know you got some seed
we know
beads.
you got seed beads. So you make a little loop that's big enough for your button to pass through, and you pass that button through the loop, and you make a closure out of it that way. That's one way to do it.
Totally.
So use those seed beads to make a little loops.
No hesitation.
No hesitations. So these are these beautiful little GS9 mix and matches. They're around 7.5 millimeters or so per bead. You know, they of course are going to go up and down. But we have 5 strands of these available. GS9. GS9. $7 a strand for 16-inch strands.
When you want to see that?
Natural stones, quartz, amethyst. You've got some red aventurine in there. Looks like some carnelian in there. You got a lot of good stuff. Regular quartz,
Maybe
rose
we
quartz.
should make the price go up.
Yeah, maybe people think they're too cheap. Cheap stuff doesn't sell.
God, I don't want to work with that cheap stuff.
I know. No, let me tell you something. Unless you tell somebody it's cheap or inexpensive, most
Nobody
people
gonna know.
don't know, right?
Correct.
Most people just, especially the like general people, when they want to buy like a gemstone bracelet, they are not looking to see if it's AAA grade gemstones.
I mean, they might.
There are people out there who do that, but I'm telling you, at most shows that you go to, unless you're in that kind of a show, which there are, and that's great, but most people at like a craft show just want a gemstone bracelet. And they want one that looks nice. So put your spin on it, combine it with spacers that you love, put it together, a nice closure, and you've just done a lot for $7. And if you want high-end stuff, we got that for you too, but not on today's show.
No, go to the website.
Other than those high-end that should be priced higher end and aren't tonight.
But I also would say this, that you can definitely, what I do is I have a big range of prices.
Yep.
So I have things that are kind of like the bread and butter. They're quick sellers. They're easy to make, but they have high impact visually.
Yep.
And I have those priced low. I also have things that are called aspirational buys. And those are like the really rare things, the very hard to find things, the things that you're never going to see anywhere else. And we have everywhere in between. And that's a system called tier system selling. And what that does is it introduces new customers to your brand.
Yes.
Because, you know, somebody will drop $20 and not think of it. But to get higher, they may, you know.
Yeah, to walk
they
in, to walk into a brand new place or a brand new booth that they've never shopped with before and spend $300 or $400, that's not always the easiest sell.
That's more rare.
That is more rare. It happens.
Yeah,
and that's a good day.
You know, some people.
That's a happy day.
Tons of stuff, super high dollar, you know, and I'm so happy when I see that happen.
Yep.
Because it gives me hope. You know?
But that's not generally how we sell.
But generally speaking, we've done this too. We've gone to shows and we've carried stuff that was $60 and up only. And we actually made less money than when we sold $5 things. Yeah. So
high end is wonderful, and it sets you in a different echelon.
And you should definitely do that, even if it's just like an exercise. Like I feel like everybody should make like a piece that is like the most stunning, over the top, most high dollar piece that they can imagine.
That they can afford and that they can make.
And also make something that's the cheapest thing you can also make. Like the most like boil that business down to where you're talking about like,
but
make it
still
flair.
retains your style and your
Mhm.
flair, and you know you're okay to let it out into the world.
Mhm. I think it's a good exercise to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know
Because
some
you'll surprise
people
yourself sometimes.
at both ways.
Yep.
Both ways, because I know some people they're like, oh, that bead. If you break it down cost per bead, that's kind of an expensive date.
Mm-hmm.
But when you break it down, you know, you start seeing, you know, it's not as bad as people think sometimes.
No. So these are mixed agate, Andrew? Yes?
That's not. That's Amazonite.
Amazonite. What am I talking about? Because I saw some, there's one on here that got a labradorite in here. But this is a mixed Amazonite. And this is GS10. They're $12 a strand. They are about 7.5 millimeters rounds. And these are 16-inch strands.
Imagine that with some brown leather
Mm-hmm.
and a silver kind of, maybe one of those, I don't know, can you call it Indian head penny or one of those buffalo nickel?
Buffalo nickels.
A buffalo nickel kind of button closure.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice. This is also, I like Amazonite because it's very good with either both silver or gold. Or you can also do gunmetal with it.
Yeah, whatever you
so it's got the black. Silver goes really well with these colors, but it also has the richness of some of these yellows. So it goes really well with gold. It's a really, really nice stone to combine with things. Michelle says, I think I've done that. I made $2 items and I've done $300 items. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's if your brand is a brand that is only generally for expensive things, that's okay. But especially if you're doing shows, I think having things that you are okay with selling that give people an opportunity to experience your brand. I think you have to kind of think of it as like almost like a business card, or you know, people have to get to know you, they have to get to trust you sometimes before they're going to spend the big money.
Also, if you're buying or making stuff for a gift market,
Gift markets especially,
the sweet spot on a gift market is usually around $20.
20 to 25. Yep.
That's
Maybe 30, but when you think about, unless they're like a super good friend or family member, how much are you going to spend on a general gift for somebody?
Like sometimes they have them Secret Santas, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do for this $5 Secret Santa. I'll be like, here is 4 things from the dollar store.
You can't even get 5 anymore. But yeah, so if you're doing gifty type marketplaces, definitely these inexpensive strands, like these $4 strands of tiger eye. What?
I told you we're trying to do a good deal.
$4 strands of tiger eye rounds. These are 4.5 millimeter tiger eye rounds. $4 a strand. We have 5 strands here available.
Trying to do y'all a solid.
Now these are by no means like the best quality tiger eye.
No.
They're not the most. They're not even the most round cut tiger eye.
No, but that's still good.
But they look great. They'd be great as a bracelet. Like, look at that. I would like that. Get these little. You know, a lot of people like to wear multiple gemstone bracelets. So you get these smaller stones like this and the tourmaline we had, and make some of these bracelets like this for $4 a strand. These are not shorties. These are not shorty strands, everybody. I'm starting to sound like I'm on those TV marketing shows. But these are not shorty strands. These are
granddaddy strands.
Right. These are 14-inch strands.
Daddy baby.
Mommy, daddy, baby. These are 14-inch strands. There are 5 strands available. They're only $4 each. That's not a bead. We've been selling some loose beads for $4 each. This is a whole strand of gemstones of tiger eye for $4. You can I can guarantee you. I just the other day sold a tiger eye stretch bracelet. One tiger eye stretch bracelet. It was $10. That's how much they cost. So I sold that, no problem. $10 right there, everybody. And you paid $4 for it, and you have this much left. So just an idea, you know. I just know I did that the other day.
That's the thing then.
And that's a stretch bracelet.
We're hopefully giving you ideas.
Yeah, we don't say this just to be like we don't know what or we don't think you know what you're talking about. But
hopefully we're giving you some options. We know that sometimes if you want to grow your business, I know some folks they hit the plateau.
Yeah.
You know?
It happens. It happens to us.
So we're just giving you the tools that have helped us in the past. And hopefully y'all, enjoy it and like it.
Yeah. And plus, we know that every once in a while, we get some new people tuning in. Sorry I can't see Instagram anymore, so hopefully if you're out there and asking questions, I'm not missing anything. But our computer died and the Instagram went away. So,
perfect.
I know. So next up is GS12, everybody. And these are lapis? Yes. Holy. The little hearts. Lapis hearts. These are pretty nice too. These are you can see. No, they're not that washed out color. And you can see those little metal flecks in there. That pyrite showing through.
Maybe you don't like it.
Maybe you don't like hearts.
Maybe you just throw it on the ground.
Throw it on the ground.
Spit on its face.
But look at these. There are only 2 strands available, and Andrew has priced them at $5 each only. If you can't make some cute lapis lazuli heart earrings and sell them for $5 a pair, I don't know what's wrong with the world. I don't know what's wrong with the world. I think you can.
Maybe they don't like America.
Then you can sell them somewhere else in the world. I don't know. These are 8 millimeters by about 2.7 millimeters. GS12, $5 a strand. These strands, again, not shorty strands. I have a feeling these are 16-inch strands. These are 15 to 16, about 15 and a half inch strands, I'm going to guess on those. Look at those. 15 and a half inch strands, lapis lazuli, hearts, GS12, $5 a strand. I don't have a claim on those that I see yet. That's incredible to me.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Throw it down.
Throw it down the mountain. Oh, I just sold both of them, so they are sold out.
Hallelujah.
I know. I was like, if we can't sell those, we may as well just stop now. Because those are delightful. Andrew's like, I'm done. I'm going to go cook dinner. You're on your own, William.
Good luck.
Okay, what are these ones? This is
Red Creek Jasper.
Red Creek Jasper hearts coming up. So these are $5 a strand as well. Red Creek Jasper. He's sensing a theme. These are 16-inch, well, just about 16-inch strands. Another one 15 and a half inch. Red Creek Jasper. I'm guessing these are 8 millimeters as well. 8 millimeters.
But that was some snow quartz. And then
what
you call patriotic.
Some snow quartz? Like from the beginning?
Correct.
Like from the beginning, like what we had here. GS1. So you do some of this, some of this. Did you get those blue lapis hearts in there? Look, that'd be so cute. So cute. Yeah, 4th of July is over here, but
Maybe next one.
get it for the next one.
So what's
There
the
are
next
lots of
holiday?
patriotic people. Get it for the election day. GS13, $5 a strand, 2 strands available. What's
More
that?
love in this life.
What?
More love in
More
this
love.
life.
Who doesn't need more love in this life, right?
Everybody gonna have to pull that.
Susan said Bastille Day is next week. There you go.
There you go.
They got red, white, and blue.
Viva la France.
Vive la France. Okay, Andrew, I need 14. Oh, stretching my back. All right. Ooh-wee. GS14, $18. Look at these little beauties. Is this Praciolite? What is this?
That's
Praciolite or
yeah,
Praciolite?
green amethyst.
Yeah, green amethyst, Praciolite. Where are you going to get Praciolite faceted drops, briolettes, $18 a strand at this quality? Look at the translucency of those. GS14, 1 strand available, $18, and it has sold out. Thank you so much. Let me give the person who sold them some details on this strand. This is about a 14-inch strand. These are about 5.5 millimeters by, oftentimes they're about the same. Yep, 5.5 millimeters. GS14 Praciolite sold out. Thank you so much. I like when that happens that fast.
I like it when people like the things we put together.
I know. We work hard to put stuff together.
I think we work really hard to find unique things that's going to be for everybody's price point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes when we have gemstone sales and it's all like $100 strand, you know, like I get it. I love them too, but I also like it when we can think of everybody.
Yep. We do our best to always have shows for everybody. GS15. This is New Jade. $12 a strand. These little beautiful faceted round-ish. Let's say round-ish, right? But look at how pretty they have that kind of milky color, I don't know. They're just really nice. I love that. And these have a really nice quality to them. Very shiny. Those facets really show it off. And they're almost like an opalescent kind of effect. They're really pretty. I know a lot of people are like New Jade, but these
I like it.
These are really a nice.
Pretty.
Yeah, they are. Like I said, it's almost like an opalescent quality to them when that light hits them, especially with that little flash. Rounds, GS15, and these are about 15-inch strands. So they go to 7.5 there. 15-inch strands. GS15, $12 a strand.
Nobody likes it?
Not yet. Oh, and he's starting to feel bad about himself over here. What are these? These are some kind of beautiful jasper.
Those are called red snowflake obsidian.
Oh, red snowflake obsidian.
But it's jasper.
It is a jasper.
It's a type of orbicular jasper where that grows, and they're like little round nuggets in the black.
Look at those. And this shape is pretty dang cool. Orbicular jasper, called red snowflake obsidian, but it's really a jasper. These two strands only of the internet's trying to shut us. The internet's trying to shut us down. They can't believe we're giving these away at such good deals. These are about 16-inch strands. Let me show you the other one. What is going on? What is going on? GS16. I know these are big, but I'll show you how big here in a moment.
If you use Imagine, put that with some hematite, and then make that as the focal point for a necklace.
Yeah, float some hematite in there.
Or like something red.
Something red, that'd be nice too.
That'd be nice.
Maybe some of that carnelian from earlier.
Yeah, pick out some of that kind of pinkish red color.
Yep. These are about 30 millimeters by, let me get on there, about 39. 30 by 39 millimeters, 16-inch strands, orbicular jasper, GS16, $14 each. Suzanne's asking, how are the cats? They loved having company today, most of them. They were showing off. Barnaby was in very good spirits today. He was running around playing with his toys and then giving me lots of love and then hanging out with everybody. Yeah, he was. He was showing people how much he loves me. All right, GS17. Yeah, he was showing off. That's my little boy. Gertie was having fun with people. Ida Bell was showing off too. Tallulah was getting jealous and showing off. And Gilbert was in the living room by himself. He's like, no, thank you.
He's like, I've been around people.
He's just been there, done that.
He says, I'm just going to enjoy my own alone time right now.
My alone time. Check these out. Snowflake obsidian. Am I right, Andrew? That's right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Snowflake obsidian, but faceted.
Oh, what?
What? We don't see this faceted very often, and I am actually really surprised at how flashy these facets are. Because I would not think that they would be so flashy like that. This strand has sold already, by the way. Somebody knows that's a deal. $12. Yeah, thank you. That is about an 8 millimeter faceted round, and this strand is about a 16-inch strand. Look at how pretty that is. I won't spend too much time because it's already sold, but that's actually very unique. I never thought that it would have that much flash. That's nice. I know, those are some pretty hard facets for that stone, I feel like.
Well, a lot of the softer stones, you can't get hard facets on them because the stone's not hard enough.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I'm surprised. That's why.
Living and learning every day.
Living and learning. Ooh, look at this. This is aquamarine. One strand, GS18. One strand of aquamarine, $12 for the strand. These little pebbles. Tumbled rough cuts, whatever you want to call those. Beautiful. This is tending more toward the green end of things on the aquamarine. And that's a really pretty strand. This is a 16-inch strand. GS18, $12. And these pebbles are around, ooh, let's see here, 9.5 millimeters. 9 to 10 millimeters, I'm going to say. That one's even 8, depending on which side you catch it on. Beautiful, beautiful aquamarine. One strand available. $12 only. GS18. GS19. What? $8?
I told you, I'm trying to do good.
You are. Ooh.
But if people don't like it, I'll add a 0 to everything.
$8. At least add a 1 to this one. Holy moly. $8 for the strand. GS19. This is a mixed strand. It looks like you got some. This looks like iolite. Iolite on the end. Quartz, garnet, some citrine, some peridot. Back to some iolite, quartz, garnet, quartz, iolite, citrine, peridot, garnet, quartz, iolite. And these are little nuggety goodnesses.
You know,
4.5 millimeter.
Really good price on the mixed strands, so we were trying to pass it along.
4 millimeters to 4.5 millimeter. I'm gonna say rondelles. Let's say rondelles. GS19. 2 strands only available. Let me show you the other one. One of these has sold out so far. Thank you so much. And Suzanne, how are Charlie and Cinnamon doing? How are your kids doing? And these strands are, let me get this one out here. I don't think I measured them this way. These are 14-inch strands. There we go. Sandra says, I think I bought that. I paid more than that. If we've had these before, I don't know. Did we have these before?
We might have had something similar, but not the same.
I don't know if it was the same.
No, because this is, that's from a new shipment. So.
It would surprise me if they were the same.
If they are, then you got, tonight's a good deal then.
She already got them though. Buy more. It says buy more. Price is lower tonight. Yeah. GS19, $8 per strand.
Retrofit refund. I will cry in black bitter tears.
Black bitter tears if we always did retro refund.
No, because that's how you go out of business.
That is how you go out of business.
I'll do something like if it's like
way crazy.
But even then, like, it's like, are you mad if somebody gets something on sale? I'm not.
No. All right. Next up, is this Amazonite? This is Amazonite. Amazonite mini cubes. These are so cute. These are like 4 millimeter cubes. Suzanne's getting torrential rains right now. She said, I don't know if you were here when she said 10 people died in the flooding so far.
Oh boy. I was not
Huh?
I was not
Yeah, I thought you were downstairs. GS20, $7 a strand for these cute Amazonite little cubes. We have 2 strands available. One has sold already. Thank you so much. Oh, the GS19s have sold out as well. Thank you so much. Susan says, love those mini cubes, right? And they're so well cut. Like, they look nice. They got sharp edging on them for the most part. They are nice little mini cubes of Amazonite. And these feel long to me. These are, yes, 16 inches, the real deal, 16-inch strands. It's only $7 a strand. Dollars. And they have just sold out. Thank you so much. Told you we're doing.
I'm still trying to raise money to go to the Enamelist Society conference.
Yeah, that's not an inexpensive date.
It's not too bad, but as for conferences, but the gas and stuff also.
But also for the last minute decision to go.
Correct.
It is a little bit of
Correct.
a little bit of change there, pocket change.
Correct.
This is also Amazonite. Beautiful little.
These ones are littler.
Cylinders or
coin shape. That's coin shape.
Coin shape, but thick coins. 4 millimeters by about almost 2. Suzanne says both cats are hiding. They don't like the heavy rain. I can understand that.
I used to love storms, and I still do.
Yeah,
however,
I do love storms.
As a property owner now,
yeah, it's a little scary.
It kind of fills me with dread every time we get kind of bad weather.
Yeah. Sandra says, so many beautiful stones tonight. Thank you. We are trying to, do some really nice stuff for y'all. Start that week off right? This is just about a 16-inch strand. GS21, only one strand available. Those, if you got the Amazonite cubes, these are a little bit more blue, but I mean, think of the fun you could have putting those together in some geometric. You got some of those red adventuring triangles we do some circles and cubes and triangles and make a little geometric, some geometric design bracelets. I think we still have some of those red adventuring triangles in our online store, maybe, if you really don't have them yet. But I think this is really fun. $7, one strand available, still available.
Some of these I priced real low, and especially if there's only one of each strand, so that we can play knockout.
Yeah, knock them out. Lena says, if I really like a bead and it's on sale, then I buy it again and do the math over so that it evens out the cost per bead. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, combine those two strands together and then recost it out for yourself. Mm-hmm. It changes the dynamic.
Stuff and it's different.
Yep. GS21 has just sold out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is this ruby and zoisite without the ruby?
Just zoisite.
Just zoisite. I rarely actually see plain zoisite.
It's not something you would see a lot of.
Susan's always been terrified of storms, even from childhood. That coin shape is very unique.
You live in the tornado land.
Yeah, no wonder. Suzanne says that's great for summer or early fall. Susan says the coin shape is very unique. Yeah, that coin shape was different, and it's small. It's small.
Good quality.
Good quality. These are zoisite, from ruby and zoisite, but they don't have the ruby in there. This is just sold out already at $5. It's no wonder. So let me show you the person who bought it, so you can actually see it. GS22. Zoisite. It's a beautiful color. Like everyone, when they buy ruby and zoisite, they're looking for that ruby in there. But this on its own, I think, as you can see, is just a really pretty stone as is. And these are squares. They are 8 millimeter.
These are a type of jasper.
Jasper. And this is a 16-inch strand. GS22 sold. Thank you so much.
I'm glad people are finding me.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I get where I start wondering, what did we do?
What did we do? GS23, these look like a jasper of some sort as well.
cappuccino Jasper.
Cappuccino Jasper.
I said, can we all like ease up on the made-up names?
Right?
This is a little.
Like, does this remind you of a cappuccino? No, not to me. But hey.
And then there's like people like.
Or is cappuccino a place? Maybe cappuccino's a place. I don't know.
Oh, the Venus's nipple Jasper. And I'm
like, don't start now, right? What are we doing with our lives here? This is only $6. These are 8 millimeters by approximately 13, 8 by 13. And this strand is a 16-inch strand, only $6. I'm starting to lose my voice after talking all day today. Only $6, one strand available. That's really pretty. Look, it's got the greens, it's got some pinks, it's got some reds, it's got some browns.
Maybe that's what they were drinking when they named it.
Maybe.
They're like, hey, what's up? Can't think of another made-up name.
How about cappuccino? Okay.
You know, with some floaty pistachios.
Some floaty things in there.
Isn't that how you drink it?
All right, GS24. Again, we're going to 30 tonight, so we're almost there, everybody. Hang in there. We know we're late. Oh, you priced these really well. This should have been up in the $18 range, too. All right. Look at these. GS24. Have you... Look at that little shape. That little round but top drilled.
Top drilled coins.
Top drilled little coins.
And they're good quality.
And this is a spectacular quality.
Good quality.
Look at that.
Spectacular.
Yes, it is. Look at this flash. Every single one of them. There's not a dead spot on any of them.
That's a very good.
Spectacular. Spectacular. Spectacular.
I need a background.
You need a background for spectacular. This is already sold out, by the way. Thank you so much. And these are approximately, let me see if I can get in here on one of these. They keep flip-flopping on the thing. For you who bought them, they're about 8 millimeters. 8 millimeters. And this strand is just about a 16-inch strand. That is a unique cut. Well, not cut, but a unique drill on those.
Yeah, you don't really see that.
No, you don't. Like, either they're usually shaped like a drop or faceted, but to be a smooth coin, puffy coin shape that's top drilled like that.
That would call smooth operator cut.
Smooth operator. I like that song, by the way. It just started playing in my head.
I'll be like, I can make up names too.
Right. GS25.
This one is called Cherry Tiger's Eye.
Cherry Tiger's Eye. Or Red Tiger's Eye. I should have reviewed these before because I've had about 3 people come into the new store asking if we have red or blue tiger eye.
Oh, I got a strand of tiger's eye that's blue, but it's not going to fit tonight.
They have been asking because we've been talking about tiger eye a lot. People coming in looking for the properties for tiger's eye. And
money and protection.
Yeah, and they're like, do you have it in red? Because, you know, each one has a different property. But people asking for the red and blue varieties. So here's a red strand.
And it's good. Right?
And it's a good for $8. If this doesn't sell tonight, it's going right into the store. I already got people who are going to buy this at least twice this price. Because this is worth $16. Believe me.
I told you, I'm trying to give y'all a good deal.
This is the last strand of this. 8 millimeter, smooth rounds. Anybody want to fight? Want to raise that price?
Y'all want to pay more?
You want to pay more? Because that is worth, that's like a $24 strand probably right there. That quality.
Well, you have to go in a time machine.
You have to go in a time machine.
To get it.
Lena says, that's the truth. Beautiful tiger's eye strand, says Susan, right? GS25.
Cherry Dr. Pepper.
Cherry Dr. Pepper.
Tiger's eye.
Tiger's eye. Can't use that brand name, though.
Oh.
Cherry Pepper.
cherry. What's
Cherry.
cola?
Cherry cola.
Chicka cherry cola.
Chicka cherry cola. There you go. From that song. This is sold. Thank you so much. If that didn't sell, I had plans for that, y'all. Chicka cherry cola.
Who's that? Sings that? Savage Garden.
That's it.
Is it really them?
Yeah.
Chicka cherry cola.
I think that was them.
Do you know where they got their name from?
You told me once, I think, but I don't remember now.
Anne Rice.
Oh, you did say that, yes. Anne Rice.
Here's some drops of Jupiter.
Drops of Jupiter. Who sang that?
Your favorite. Actually, it's
Train.
S-S-I-R-I's favorite.
Yeah, Siri loves to play Train for Andrew, and it makes him crazy.
And that one song, it's not them, but it sounds like them. That
This
beautiful song. I was like, dude, they think, like, I did not pick this.
Yeah, I think sometimes, and they play for me Fiona Apple and Tori Amos.
That's my music.
Which is Andrew's music, but I get it more than he does.
I get a lot of Natalie Merchant too.
That's my
Like I like Natalie Merchant, but after the 86th time,
yeah, that's like me and Fiona Apple.
That one song,
and
Tamika.
And it's like, I don't know.
Is it Tamika?
Tamika, I think it is Tamika.
That one where she did it in her house.
This is Carnelian, like everybody.
She recorded it in her house.
GS26.
I like Fiona Apple, but that one album, she got her friends to go howl like dogs, and I'm like, it sounds like it.
About 14 millimeter drops. Now these are all different sizes. So there are some, that one was 14, that one was 17. These are just beautiful drops of Carnelian.
That one.
Jupiter, drops of Jupiter. Jupiter's red, right? They do look like drops of Jupiter.
There you go.
Andrew named it.
Oh, no. This is a name passed down from my my astrological grandmother.
Astrological grandmother. These are 16-inch strands. GS26, 2 strands available, only $12 a strand. Great pricing there, Andrew. That'll be a $24 strand in the store. That price just doubled. Nobody's bought it yet. Nobody's bought it yet. Some people don't like carnelian or drops.
They're like, what?
I'm gonna make some earrings out of that.
Beautiful color.
Sell those earrings for $12 each for sure.
Get behind me, beautiful color.
Get behind me. I don't want you. Green Aventurine. 1 strand available. GS27, $9 only. These are 10 millimeters on the dot on that one. 10 millimeter by width is about 3.5. GS27. This strand is 16 inches. Look at how pretty that is. It's got some of those little speckles in there. I like to see that in the Green Aventurine. GS27. Let me check my spam.
You know, the green line, Green Aventurine is supposed to give you money.
And we're moving them out of spam right now. We'll see where you fall in line here. GS. Got that money energy. Says our internet's unstable. I don't think our internet's unstable. Verdite.
Basically green stone.
Verdite.
It's a type of kind of
jaspery. Jasper-like.
It's one of those ones that's like a jasper, but it's Got a little bit agate in there.
Yeah.
So this, I call it jaspery.
Jaspery. Jasperite. Jasper.
Evergreen.
Agper.
Evergreen.
Oh, one of the wait, there was only one. GS27 has just sold out. Thank you so much. These are $14 a strand. Verdite. That sounds like a made up name.
Probably is.
I guess all names technically are made up, right? Green, Verdite. Yes, words do have power. That's why we have so many people coming in with names that are a little bit more difficult sometimes, and they all tell me, like, my name is this, but you can call me Marie. And I'm like, no. Like, if you want me to call you by your actual name, I will learn your actual name.
Yeah.
Because names are important.
I mean, if you have, so we had a substitute in elementary school, and her name was Mrs. T. Joriwala.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were little, she did not mess around. She said, "Y'all can't pronounce this. You can call me Mrs. T."
Mrs. T.
And then when we get into the, she's there all the time.
Yeah.
Eventually, she said, "Y'all fifth graders, you can say it now.
You can learn it now."
Joriwala. Say it.
There you go. Oh, so these.
And you know what? That's been a season or two since I had that.
And you remember.
That's been instilled.
Yep. I said it may take me a while to remember your name, but I will get it if you come in enough and you talk to us enough. I will make a point. GS28, Sanders says, what's GS28? Verdite.
The evergreen jasper.
Evergreen Jasper. Suzanne says, I can't stand my name. That's different. Suzanne. I know, I like Suzanne, but
I sound like you sassy and southern.
But that's a different thing. Like, if somebody tells me their name and they're like, but I never really like my name, I go by that, fine. Like, I will go with whatever you want, but don't think that your name is, too long or too different that people shouldn't learn it. I have a problem with that.
Well, I'll try if you want.
That's what I say. But I may not get it right all the time. I may sound funny saying it sometimes, but I will do my best.
I'm starting to get where people's names are certain.
You're getting like, I know.
I mean, I guess that's what happens.
GS29, $12.
But I also feel like I'm more mellow now, so
you are.
So that works out.
You're not as highly strung.
No, it worked out. It goes away.
It goes away. You don't need all that anymore.
Let it go.
That's like, I went through some of my contact list of my contacts, and old contacts I've had for so long. I'm like, let it go. Let them go. These people probably don't even have the same phone numbers. I haven't talked to them in 20 years. But it's like that tech stuff that you don't clean out all the time.
I clean it out.
Andrew cleans it out. I do not. My contacts, I have contacts still from like Apple. I have contacts still from when I managed the bookstore in New York. I have contacts from before New York.
Well,
like in college.
You're still in contact.
I'm not.
Or you may be in contact.
Maybe, but probably not. So I get rid of them. Suzanne says I clean out. Michelle says getting more freezing on the screen. Our screen was freezing when I was on Instagram, so that may be possible. Teresa says my name is not pronounced the way you would think. It's pronounced the Italian way. What is the Italian way? Teresa. Teresa? Because I think they don't have a TH, right? And the E's would be pronounced A, right? Teresa.
How do you pronounce it? I don't know the Italian way.
Teresa. 15.2. And 7.3 by 20.
I do remember when I was in elementary school, I can't remember the kid's name, but they said it in a way, and it was like, it sounded like so exotic. And
What was it?
I can't remember the name now,
Oh.
but it sounded like so exotic the way they said it. And then their mom picked them up, and they pronounced the name the Americanized way. And I was like, huh?
Huh? Yeah.
I was like, I thought your name was...
Yeah. Teresa. Says right, William. Okay. Because Michelle's saying without the H, but that could be Teresa too. Teresa. So Teresa Coulter. Teresa. I will try and remember that since I've been pronouncing your name wrong all these years. But we have a lot of Teresas, and I'm going to try to remember yours is Teresa.
Have we heard? Has anybody heard from Teresa Ramsdale lately?
I don't think we have. All right, that was the Tiger Eye, still available as far as I can tell. Let me check the junk. Still available, 1 strand only, and the last one for this evening. Ooh,
Green fluorite.
green fluorite coming up, everybody. Susan says, my name would have been David had I been a boy. My husband was supposed to be a David, except his cousin David got that one. He's a month older than my husband. Mine was going to be Amanda Suzanne.
Your name was going to be Michael.
Huh?
Your name was going to be Michael.
Michael? Why?
Your mom told me, I don't know, but they named you after your dad.
No, it was going to be Matthew. They switched it to my middle name.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what I was always told, that I was going to be Matthew, but my dad wanted me named after him, so I became William Matthew instead of Matthew William. And then Amanda Suzanne was going to be my first and middle name if I were a girl. And also that would have been my brother had he been a girl. Because I was
There's a lot of Amandas of that time period.
That was the name. Yeah. And one of my cousins has got the Amanda name. So this is green fluorite. Only this 1 strand available of these briolets.
Those are good.
12.2 by 12. They're usually almost the same.
I think we may have had that previously, but it was higher.
But it was higher.
So there you go.
So there you go.
Today.
Get the deal today. $16 for the strand. GS30. Last strand for this evening. And this is a 16-inch strand. 1 strand available. Green fluorite. Looks a lot like Prasiolite.
Yeah,
Has that kind of minty green color to it. Okay. Let me flip this camera around real quick. It's going to be real quick goodbye tonight, y'all, because we got phone calls to make, dinner to cook, and apparently pressings of pendants to do. So thank you all for tuning in. Suzanne says good night, everyone. Stay safe. You too, down there especially. And we hope y'all are doing well. And we thank you for joining us late here tonight. 30 just sold, so that green fluorite just sold. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. And it was a great day for us here. Lots of creativity and sharing it with friends. These are like the perfect kind of days. So thank you for helping us be part of that. Well, thank you for being part of that and helping us have a great day.
We're trying to have more days like that.
Yes, we're trying to make that the schedule now.
We spent so many years putting it off about getting together with friends.
Yeah,
And
we were always too busy, too
we're
much
like,
going
oh,
on.
Well, maybe one day we'll have a reception for our wedding. And how many years has it been
What, 3? Going on 3?
since the wedding?
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things like we just want to start seeing our friends more,
And doing
making
things.
things, and dreaming out loud, and coming up with ideas. And
Nights full of dreams and crafting.
of course, that's the most important part.
Right. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for being a part of this, all the AG fam. And we will see you back here.
Do you think we should do AG Live Challenge real quick?
No, everyone's leaving already. We'll do that tomorrow. All right, everybody. Have a great one. What do you want to do?
Well, we'll do it tomorrow then.
All right. Yeah, don't make these people do it. They've been on here already too late. They're going to bed. All right, everybody. I would be going to bed too, but we got things to do. So thank you. Have a great night. Bye, everybody.
See ya.